championship weekend has arrived, and I've got player props for both NFL games that I'm going to quickly run through ahead of time, just so that you can get the player props in if you want to bet them or combine them together in some sort of parlay, just so you have them in time for this Sunday. There are obviously only 2 games left. Patriots at Broncos is the first game, and then Rams at Seahawks will be the later game on Sunday. Just to briefly go over them a little bit before I get into the player props. Patriots are favored by 4.5 on the road in Denver. Obviously, Jarrett Stidham, the starting quarterback for the Broncos, now with Bo Nix out, hasn't played in a game, I think, since 2023. So it should be very interesting how the Broncos run their offense. I'm sure Sean Payton will have something schemed up for Stidham and the Broncos, but I think they're going to really rely heavily on the defense in this one. So should be interesting. I would probably lean Patriots to win the game. I'm not exactly sure about the spread. I could see them winning a close one, just like a defensive battle in Denver. And then Rams at Seahawks. Home team Seattle is favored by 2.5, and I think they have the better team. They've looked pretty good. They split the series in the regular season. Rams 1-1, Seahawks 1-1. Both the games were relatively close, so I do expect this one to be close, and the spread would indicate that as well. There should be more points scored in this game, the Rams-Seahawks, than the first game. The Seahawks do have a really, really great defense, but the Rams also have, I believe, still the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, probably throughout the playoffs as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one's a close one and also high scoring as well. Just to jump back over to the player props, so we'll start with the first game. I do have 3 for each just because there is only 2 games, so I tried to find the best 3 that I could find for each game. First one for the Patriots-Broncos, I am going to take Ramondre Stevenson to go over 64.5 rushing plus receiving yards. Now, this is a little bit lower odds than the 73.5. I've seen the 64.5, 73.5. I wouldn't mind taking the over all the way up to 73.5 if you wanted to alt spread that, or just take that down at 64.5. I think he should get over 73.5 as well. He's been over that total in all 5 of his previous games. He even got injured last game and was out for majority of the second quarter, and then did come back in the second half, but he missed basically the whole second quarter against the number 1 overall defense, and then still went over 73.5 rushing plus receiving. The Broncos have a great defense, but the Patriots are going to need to score, and they've really been leaning heavily on Stevenson, so I'm definitely confident with taking this over. And then moving on to 2 plays for the Broncos. I do have an over and an under. For the Broncos, I'm going to go RJ Harvey over 59.5 rushing plus receiving. Similar to Stevenson, Harvey's been involved in the pass game as of recent, as well as obviously their main rusher too. But he's been over 59.5 in 4 of his last 5 games played. And I feel like the Broncos are going to try to rely on the run a little more than under Bo Nix. Just with Stidham, getting him kind of eased into the game on Sunday, I think they should rely on RJ Harvey, even out of the backfield as well in the pass game. That's why I'm going to take his receiving yards as well, added to his rushing total. Because I think he could be a good check down option for Stidham if he gets into some trouble early. If the Patriots blitz a lot or try to bring the pressure for Stidham. I think he could be a good option, check down option out of the backfield. And obviously, I think he'll just overall see a heavier workload given Stidham's inexperience in the playoffs, also inexperience this season overall. I think they'll rely on the running back. And then speaking of Jarrett Stidham, I'm going to go under 93.5 first half passing yards. Now this is pretty low, but the Patriots defense has emerged as an elite defense in the postseason. They've done really well. They held CJ Stroud to, I believe, like 125 yards total passing, and some of that was kind of in mop-up time late in the game. I think, like I said previously with RJ Harvey, I think they lean on him a little bit more early. Obviously, if Stidham gets in trouble or the Broncos are down in the game, they will have to throw, but that's why we're going to go only first half under 93.5. I can see him somehow sneaking over in the second half if they get down early and just need to throw a lot. But he's really played little to no football in the past few years, so I can't see Denver coming out and just throwing it all over the place, even though it is at home and it's not like he hasn't played quarterback before. So I'm going to take this under. We'll see what happens on Sunday for Patriots at Broncos. And then going to Rams Seahawks, I got 3 more plays for this game as well. First thing we're going to do, I'm going to take Puka anytime touchdown. I took it last week. It didn't hit, but this game should be different. He's already played Seattle twice this season. Last time he played Seattle, I believe he scored twice, and he still does have 5 total touchdowns in his last 5 games total. And I think the Rams' key to winning this game is through the air and passing. And Puka is obviously Stafford's main target on offense. A couple guys work in here and there, but Seattle's run defense has been pretty good. So I think the Rams pass a lot. The total is on the higher side, 46.5 points. So should be points scored. The spread's close. The Rams should score a few touchdowns. I think Puka will be one of those touchdowns. And now going over to Seattle, I am going to take Cooper Kupp over 2.5 receptions. This obviously is a low number, and Cooper Kupp really wasn't involved that much during the regular season, but last week he caught 5 passes, I believe on like 6 or 7 targets from Darnold, and he really didn't throw that much. I think in this game against the Rams, he's going to have to throw more than he did last week against the 49ers, and Kupp should be involved a lot. He's a veteran receiver that Darnold can trust. The last game against the Rams, he did catch 3 passes, so I expect him to get plenty of targets. I expect him to go over 2.5. It's a low bar to go over, and I'm assuming they're going to be in situations where they're going to have to pass against the Rams. The Rams are going to score points, so they're going to need to keep up. No Charbonnet in this one either. It's going to be all Kenneth Walker because of that Zach Charbonnet injury. So I can really see if Seattle gets stopped via the run and Kenneth Walker, they don't really have much past him. I think they can throw a bunch if they get into a situation where Walker can't get going in the run game. And then last one for this Rams-Seahawks NFC Championship game, I am going to go Matthew Stafford to go over 253.5 passing yards. Like I said, Seattle's run defense has been pretty good. Obviously, Kyron Williams is a great running back, but Stafford throws the ball a ton, and that's how the Rams have won this season. They are the number 1 overall scoring offense, I believe, they were in the regular season. He's also cleared 253.5 in all 5 of his past games. And one of those was against Seattle. where he threw for like over 400, I believe, in I think that was an overtime game. But he still has been over and cleared 253 bunch. So I think this is a number that's attainable for him. If Seattle does go up early in this game, I can see also the Rams just committing to throwing the ball a ton to get back in this one. So it's not like he doesn't have the weapons. He's got Puka, he's got Devontae Adams, Colby Parkinson has shown up a little bit, and then even Kyron Williams out of the backfield, I think, is a good receiving option. So I got 3 plays I really like for Rams Seahawks, and then obviously 3 plays I really like for Patriots Broncos. I will be coming out with parlays for both these games, probably same game parlays for both them, and then maybe one that combines both games as well. Maybe a touchdown, anytime touchdown duo from one player for each of these games. We'll see what kind of odds we can get, and then I will definitely have them posted before the games on Sunday. That's pretty much all I have. There is only 2 games. I probably will be streaming at least one of these games, maybe the later game, Rams Seahawks, on YouTube on this channel. So be sure to like, subscribe, comment who you think is going to win these ones, and then be sure to hop over to my Twitter. I'll be posting everything on there, parlays, and then when I do go live for either of these games or possibly both these games. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you have a great weekend. Hopefully a bunch of these props come through, and we can cash some bets this weekend.